The MCU universe is filled with superheroes, and we absolutely adore all of them. They got their separate movies, and there are the crossovers and the coming together. We love them all. The movie's highlights are, of course, the superheroes and the supervillains, but what the fans love just as much are the cameo roles. A Stan Lee cameo in a Marvel movie is a movie heritage. But it's not just the creator himself. Several other cameos blew our minds. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are breaking down the surprising cameos in Marvel movies. From Stan Lee to Deadpool, we will discuss them all. These characters have the least number of scenes in the movies, but they stole the show. But before getting started, make sure you are subscribed to our channel and tap on the bell icon never to miss an update. Let's get started. As you all know, Iron Man was the first Marvel movie ever to release. Years have passed, and we are all aware of cameo appearances and post-credit scenes. It's almost certain, but we had little idea what to expect when the first movie was released in 2008. So imagine the thrill of being in the theater when Samuel L. Jackson showed up at the last minute as Nick Fury, director of SHIELD. As if this alone wasn't incredible enough, this cameo rose to legendary status when Fury mentioned the Avengers Initiative. They released the first Avengers movie 4 years later and kept the promise. For the next one, let's skip to another post-credit scene, this one from The Incredible Hulk. Iron Man had been released just a month ago, and fans couldn't hide their excitement to see Robert Downey Jr. walking into a dim-lit bar, dropping a few witty one-liners before telling the General that he was putting together a team. Fans knew an Avengers was on the cards, and this just confirmed it. Not a bad way to make an appearance, don't you think? This had us fantasizing about the things to come. Since we are talking of The Incredible Hulk, there is another cameo that true Marvel fans couldn't miss. Whether you are an Edward Norton or a Mark Ruffalo stan, one person that will always be special to true Hulk lovers is Lou Ferrigno, who played the Hulk in the 70s TV series. He appears as a security guard who Bruce bribes with a pizza. How many of you noticed this? So Tony made an appearance in The Incredible Hulk. Hulk had returned the favor, of course. In Iron Man 3, Mark Ruffalo appears as Dr. Bruce Banner. It's revealed in the post-credit scene that the whole movie is Tony narrating the tale to Dr. Banner. He isn't the best at narration, as Bruce hilariously slept through the whole thing. He explains he ain't that kind of a doctor. Of course, you can't expect someone with the most anger issues in the whole Marvel universe to be your therapist. Here's a quick trivia. The first movie ever featuring a Marvel character was Howard the Duck, released in 1986. It's a shame it was such a colossal flop, and nobody expected Marvel ever to make a reference again. But this made the surprise appearance of Howard the Duck in the Guardians of the Galaxy all the more awesome. The anthropomorphic alcoholic duck in The Collector's Place, which stood out, was voiced by Seth Green, the actor and the creator of Robot Chicken. He reprised the role again in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It indeed achieves something because now it's safe to say we wouldn't mind a reboot of Howard the Duck. Next on surprising cameos, we have Matt Damon in Thor: Ragnarok. In one of MCU's funniest moments, Thor returns to Asgard where he sees a theatric version of himself and his adopted brother. And as the scene cuts to the stage, we find that Matt Damon, of all people, is the one playing Loki. This cameo is so hysterical that many overlooked that Thor in this scene was played by Chris Hemsworth's real-life older brother, Luke. Honestly, we would have watched the entire play if they had let us. Moving on, does anybody in the real world remind you a bit of Tony Stark? If there is one name that's even remotely close, it's the tech billionaire Elon Musk. And Elon indeed made a cameo in MCU alongside Robert Downey Jr. himself. Can you guess which movie it was? Leave our answers in the comments. In September 2022, Trevor Noah shocked everyone when he bid farewell to The Daily Show. We miss him badly, but what could be the reason? Could it be for him to focus on acting because he has already been a part of the MCU? He voiced the artificial intelligence system Gryad in Black Panther, the movie's counterpart to Tony Stark's Jarvis. Talking of voiceovers, another big name that made the cut is Miley Cyrus. The singer and Hannah Montana actress is no stranger to the silver screen, but her part was limited to voicing Mainframe in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. What made the cameo a success was how natural and low-key it was. Certainly, Cyrus is a spectacularly talented artist. She made use of every moment when her voice could be heard. As promised in the title, the query that needs to be answered is whether we will finally see Deadpool in a Marvel movie. And the answer is yes. Deadpool is an R-rated character, and now he's in MCU. As you know, Disney has never made R-rated movies, so there was a lot of speculation regarding introducing a character like Deadpool into the Marvel rooster. There are no legal issues following Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox, so the question now is, when will we get to see him? You must know that Deadpool 3 is in the making in the Marvel Studios. However, Deadpool will be seen making his much-awaited debut in MCU through Avengers. Kang Dynasty, set to release in 2025. There was a 45-second clip that became viral on the internet that edited scenes of Spider-Man and Deadpool to make it look like a part of Captain America: Civil War. The edit was so good that even Ryan Reynolds posted it in his social media story. But one appearance that wasn't fake and had the whole theater cheering was Daredevil in Spider-Man: No Way Home. He came in as Peter Parker's lawyer, and this was the first introduction of this character in MCU, who has his own Netflix series. This scene is a fan favorite, and it underlined what made Matt Murdock such a great character. But this wasn't the only legendary cameo in the Spider-Man series. After his iconic performance as J. Jonah Jameson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, it was certain J.K. Simmons' depiction would cast such a large shadow on anyone else who was brave enough to take up the role. Fans were super thrilled to see Simmons return to this role during the end credits scene of Spider-Man: Far From Home, which of course helped fuel the hype of the blockbuster hit Spider-Man: No Way Home. But no matter who comes and goes, there's one cameo role that's almost become a Marvel tradition. We saved the best for the last. The legend is no more, but fans cherished every one of his appearances. The creator himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Stan Lee. He made a total of 22 cameos between 2008 and 2018. It would be cruel to make us pick one because each one is very close to our hearts. Now that he is no more, the absence of his guest appearances hurt us. Thus, we've come to the end of this video. What's your favorite cameo in the MCU? Who truly stole the show? There are a lot of guest appearances that we may have missed. You can leave it in the comments. As years have passed, fans are almost certain that someone might appear in every movie, but MCU still manages to blow our minds. Is there anyone you wish to see in a Marvel movie or at least play a cameo? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and stay tuned for more exciting content.